Um, yes, take two, state of being check in. Apparently, my mic was muted just now. I'm not sure why it was like that. Whatever, I got this mic going, so hopefully, this is being recorded. Um, we're going to have to test this out when it's done. And if not, we'll jump right back on here and do it again. Because it's important that we show up and be consistent, not only for ourselves, but for the stars worldwide. So, man, once again, thank y'all for showing up. It's your boy Zoe Black, and welcome to another rendition of the State of Being morning check-in. Um, as we always do, before we get into all of the topics and the good stuff we're going to talk about today, we're just going to have a quick moment to reset and reflect on our intentions for the day. So, as we always do, reset breath, inhale, exhale, in through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Yes, yes, yes. Today's point of focus is accountability. Accountability is very important. Accountability is self-awareness. Accountability is shows a level of maturation. Accountability is important when it comes to understanding your role in this world. You got to be accountable for your actions. You got to be accountable for your decisions. You got to be accountable for your thoughts. Sometimes we tend to hold on to too many things that aren't even ours. The fears of others, the insecurity of others, and it takes a level of accountability to understand that we're responsible for the environment that we have around us. So if we are in a negative space or we have any type of negative thoughts and feelings about ourselves, it could be because of the environment that we're in. There's a level of accountability to even recognizing that. So as we before we get too deep into the topic of accountability, I want to set our intentions for the day, right? So my intention for today is to find one thing that I need to be accountable for, one thing that I've been avoiding, and tackle it today. I'm not going to let this 24-hour window in my day close without me holding myself responsible for something that I've been avoiding for a long time. So today, I encourage you all out there to find something that you need to be accountable for, and hold yourself accountable just today. And tell me how you feel. Is it freeing? Is it rewarding? Um, do you feel any relief after you've held yourself accountable? Do you feel any level of relief when you um, touch that thing that you've been procrastinating on? Like, how do you feel? I know for me, I tend to I tend to be really accountable, or at least in the areas where I think I need to be accountable. Obviously, I have some blinders, some things that I may overlook, I may not think about. But I know that the times where I know my decisions have made a negative impact, I try to be as accountable as possible, but also not try to carry the burden of everybody else's responsibilities in the situation, because sometimes that can be a dangerous world when you're being accountable. You find yourself in a vulnerable state, which is okay. It's okay to be vulnerable. Um, it's okay to understand where you are. It's not okay to stay there though. So I'm grateful for my ability to tell myself the truth in moments where it may be tough. I'm grateful for my ability to hold myself accountable in areas where I feel like they're important. But I'm also grateful for not being overly accountable and taking on the burden of others that, they need to be accountable for. So I encourage you all today to find that thing that, that you've been holding on to, or the thing that you've been avoiding, and just approach it and tackle it today. Reflect on the thing that um, that's been detrimental in your life, some decisions or some thoughts that you've had, and think about, where they stem from. See, accountability is just a level of maturation, is saying, like, I know my role in this situation, and knowing my role allows me to actually approach it more responsibly so I can get a better outcome from that situation. So accountability is important for healing. Accountability is important for any level of success you want to have in life. If you got a business, you got to be accountable. You got to think about what you're doing and what's the outcome of those decisions, and is it the most efficient thing to do? So accountability is like it's imperative to progressing in life. And if you're a part of this black universe and if you're a star, you got to hold yourself accountable because the culture does need shifting, and we got to be the ones to do that. So I'm gonna hold myself accountable even more when it comes to the kind of music that I put out. I'm gonna hold myself even more accountable for the words that I put out, even in these spaces of state of being. I'm gonna hold myself at a high level of regard, because there's a lot of people out there who need to hear positive things. They need to hear uplifting things. They need to be inspired. They need to hear the goodness of the Most High, and that's my responsibility. I have a huge responsibility. We all have a huge responsibility to shift the world around us, to shift our environment. But we got to show up for ourselves and show up for others. So I encourage you all. I encourage everyone out there. If there's a area in your life where you need to be even more accountable, even if it's at your 9 to 5, your job, give it the best version of yourself. Hold yourself accountable. Because when you do that, you're the only one who's going to reap the. Not only let me change that. Let me change it up. When you hold yourself to a high regard and you give the world the best version of yourself, not only will you reap the benefits, but the people around you will reap the benefits. Because you're not putting out an energy that's only going to reciprocate, and it's going to grow, it's going to build. And that's what we're about. We're about bringing light and changing cultures. All right? So let today be a day where you find something that you can be accountable on and be accountable. Don't let another day go by without you being accountable. It's your boy Zoe Black. As we always do, man, please check out all my music on my page. Thank you for the comments. I'm doing wonderful today. I'm blessed. I'm grateful for the opportunity to make today better than yesterday. And we're just worrying about just doing 1%. We're just 1% better. One step forward, 1% better. So let that be a level of encouragement to everyone out there. You don't got to change the world. We don't got to build Rome in a day. We don't. Every day, we're just going to continue to take one step forward, continue to grow and develop. It's every day, one step forward, one step, showing up for ourselves, one step, 1%. 1% every day. That's all you need, just 1%. You don't got to give me 150. You don't got to give me 50, 20, just 1% every day. It's your boy Zoe Black. If you're watching this now, if you're watching this in the future, continue to hold yourself at a high regard. Much love to all of you all. I'm thankful for all the support. But don't let this end now. Don't let this just stop today. Don't let it stop in this moment. Continue to progress. Continue to be the best version of yourself. And as we always say, continue to shine on. It's your boy Zoe Black, man.